Time now for the Friend Zone. We bring on one of our friends from here at Fox onto the program. Our chief meteorologist, Rick Reichmuth, is not only a legitimate friend, but he's also one of the most generous people in this building. On a recent episode of Fox and Friends, he presented a check for $70,000 to Folds of Honor. That's, of course, a charity that provides scholarships to the families of killed and wounded U.S. servicemen. Where did that money come from? There's a backstory that's interesting. Umbrellas, it turns out. The great Rick Reichmuth joins us in the studio. Rick, my wife, you gave her one of these, and she has been talking about it ever since, which is why I wanted to do this. I'm not a huge umbrella user. She's obsessed with it. Why is this different? It feels different.
Yeah,
this is the Weatherman umbrella.
So, you know, I told you about this idea probably
you did, I know.
years ago.
I was proud to say I'm one of the first people you told.
It's very true. And I was just trying to find a good umbrella one time, and I thought, why are umbrellas so bad, just inherently? And,
yes.
And if there is a good one, why don't we know what it is? And I thought, I bet I could tell people what the good umbrella is. So I literally took thousands of umbrellas apart in the apartment with a friend of mine who's an industrial designer.
I love that.
Tweaked and picked on and ultimately just found where the weak points were and where we could strengthen an umbrella. And then in that process, I realized there's a number of things that matter. You want it to be strong in the wind, but you also want it to feel good in your hands, some sort of grip that is really good. There's safety features, so all of the trim is reflective, the logo is reflective, in case it's in the dark, in the rain, you know, safety for cars and such. And then we made an app that goes along with it, so you get alerts on days you need to take your umbrella. And there's a tracking device, so if you don't know where you last had it, you hit locate, and it tells you where you last had your umbrella. So if you're going to invest in a good umbrella, you have all the chances to have it with you when you need it.
This does not feel like something that will be upended by the wind.
That's the whole point. That was the whole point. That to make something that is, you know, not going to flip out in that first use. And so many times we're buying single-use umbrellas now. You know, one that gets you 2 blocks just to get someplace, and then you throw it away. This isn't that. This is an umbrella that you're going to invest in, that you're going to have with you for a long time.
And so you're giving, and it's weathermanumbrella.com?
Weathermanumbrella.com.
So you're giving a portion of the sales this season to the families of those killed?
Yeah, so on the 4th of July, we launched a patriotic umbrella, and we partnered with Folds of Honor to give $5 for every umbrella to Folds of Honor, which is, you know, all the amazing work that they do.
Yes.
With that, we've sold over 14,000 umbrellas, and we were able to give them a check for $70,000.